Buddy, it's Jason with Parallel Reality back with you here today to go over something that was sent to me. So I just wanted to discuss this for a little bit. And regardless of what you think about the group or the person on trial or the group they're affiliated with or anything, this is something that should frighten everybody out there, regardless of the political side of the aisle that you're on. So, from the Epoch Times, the January 6th Proud Boys trial paused as defendant attorney alleges FBI altered evidence. And, I mean, is that really a surprise that the FBI did that? No. Is it really a surprise that they did that because of this situation? No. So, the story says the trial of Dominic Pizzola, one of the defendants of January 6th Capitol breach, was paused on Thursday due to classified FBI messages revealed in court, which the defense attorneys say show FBI agents discussing the altering of evidence. So Pizzola is one of the Proud Boys members on trial for obstruction and conspiracy charges related to the January 6th Capitol breach. He was arrested on January 15th and indicted the same month, and his trial began in January. And let's see, the attorney here says there are a couple of emails between FBI agents casually discussing altering a document and destroying hundreds of pieces of evidence. It's very disturbing, and right now we have more questions than answers. Roger Roots, an attorney at John Pierce Law, wrote to the Epoch Times, and Roots confirmed that Washington District Court Judge Timothy J. Kelly, a Trump appointee, paused the trial on Thursday after the leaked messages were shown in court. And the exchange Roots referred to came into light on Wednesday during the testimony of FBI Special Agent Nicole Miller, who was involved in the agency's investigations of the January 6th defendants. So in cross-examining Miller, Nick Smith, an attorney representing Proud Boys member Ethan Nordine, who is listed as a co-defendant in Pizzola's case, revealed classified FBI emails that were hidden in a tab in an Excel spreadsheet. Come on, really? Like, that's how much trouble you want to hide those? Is just to do the hide function in Excel? Like, that's like a near close to basic function of just knowing how things work in Excel. The hide and unhide of tabs. Like, you guys are being so sneaky, you thought that was going to be the thing. Like, hey, we can get away with this. If we send them the spreadsheet, they'll never look for this. That's probably one of the first things people look for, you moron. Jesus. I'm sorry. Like, okay, whatever. I mean, that's kind of like if you're trying to play hide and seek and you hide behind the curtains with your feet sticking out. Like, just duh sort of thing. Anyway, back to the article. It says, Roots, in Pizzola's case, used this evidence to support a motion to dismiss the charges against Pizzola, which Roots' team filed on Wednesday. Okay, that makes perfect legal sense, and I'm not a lawyer, but at least to a layman like myself, that makes sense. So in the motion, Pizzola's team said the emails, plural, showed that the FBI monitored communications between Nordine and his lawyer. That's a boo-boo. This is violating the Sixth Amendment. Well, there you go. Which prohibits invasions of the right to counsel. Yeah, that's a no-no, FBI. I mean, just kind of add it to the list of no-nos for you guys over the last few years. So, quote, in the Nordine case, confidential attorneys, client trial, defense strategy, and position was wrongfully obtained by the government, shared, utilized, and potentially 338 items of evidence were ordered to be destroyed, said Pizzola's legal team in the motion to dismiss. FBI, what are you doing? According to a separate filing by Nordine's lawyers, Miller said in one correspondence that her boss assigned her 338 items of evidence she has to destroy. Nordine's lawyers allege that another email show an agent requesting Miller to go into a CHS report that Miller just put together and edited out that the agent was present. Oh, wonderful. So the email show Miller admitted fabricating evidence and following orders to destroy hundreds of items of evidence, Pizzola's lawyers wrote in its motion to dismiss, and that the government obtained information that benefited itself in the trial. Of course it did, because F the government, and that's just what they do. Not surprised. So causing substantial prejudice to each of the defendants, including Pizzola. So that was where my brain was going next, was if the FBI did that here, I think it's probably fairly safe to say they did it in some of the other trials. Not even some, probably all of them. But I don't see anything like that right now, so I really can't say that obviously I can't say that really did happen, but I would think that we're leaning in that direction at this point, that's almost certainly something that happened. And It says, if any, the next thing here, right here, says, if justice means anything, it requires this case to be dismissed. So this is frightening. This could happen to anybody out there right now. Again, regardless of the political side of the aisle you're on, someone's rights were violated. Like it said up here, the Sixth Amendment. Where is it? Sixth Amendment violation, which prohibits invasions of the right to counsel. Sorry about that dancing ad there. We'll just get that out of the way. It's annoying. But even if, let's just say this was Antifa on the other side of the equation and this happened to them, I'd still be sitting here, even as someone very much of the right. I'd be saying, yeah, that can't be a thing that happens. Like that's a violation of someone's rights. The government should not be doing anything like this. And this still goes to the fact that they're trying to make out this supposed insurrection, which now that the footage has been leaked, shows that it was, you can't really call something an insurrection when people are essentially following all the rules, like staying within the ropes inside. And the dude who is the buffalo hat wearing dude with the flag painted on or whatever, that dude was being escorted around by police and then led a prayer in the chamber to make sure everybody was safe. I don't know of an insurrection in history that is anything even remotely like that. I mean, you can certainly call it a riot because in a different part of the Capitol, things definitely got out of control. But all the footage that's been leaked so far, there's nothing happening besides people just kind of casually hanging out and walking around. And before you say, oh, it's Tucker Carlson, he's biased, if you watch the first video that he put out on it, he showed the violence first. So it's not like he hid that and tried to say nothing, that didn't happen. He showed that to you, okay? Which was the right thing to do, to show you that, yeah, some idiots did some stupid crap, but there were also probably 95% of the people there, if not a higher percentage of that, were just these folks walking around that are being persecuted for basically just hanging out. And this is very a Stalinist type crap that's happening to them. And these people have been thrown in jail. From everything I've read, the conditions are horrific. They're being treated worse than your average prisoner would. So, but where are the prison reform people saying anything about this? They're dead ass silent. This is something that needs to be looked into. And I mean, if it turns out that these folks were really, going so hard into this that they just decided to hide tabs on an Excel document, and figured, hey, we're free and clear here. Ha ha ha, idiots. Something just needs to be done. I mean, these guys everyone needs to get out. And I mean, all the other cases need to be looked at as well. And if this happened in them, they need to be freed. And I'm going to say it here. I haven't said this in another video, but the FBI basically what needs to happen to them is what Rome did to Carthage. If you don't know anything about that, it's pretty much the origin of the phrase salted the earth. So just go look and see what happened. And that's what needs to be done to the FBI, in my opinion. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think that there was malfeasance here? Do you think these guys should be freed? What do you think? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.